Hello and welcome to the 11th episode of the Mediocre at Best podcast. How you doing, Fraser?
I'm living the dream. Right, can we not? This is not the fourth time we tried to intro this podcast.
I'm not sure how much that
I don't know how much I'll leave in, but that is probably the fourth time we've tried to intro this fucking podcast.
It is the honour of the 11th podcast to have our first ever guest on the Mediocre pod.
On the Mediocre blog.
Use your words. Mediocre Best podcast. Hey!
Hi! Hi! Are you excited?
I'm
You must be
very
honoured,
excited,
like.
but I'm also very sorry, Jess.
Nah, fuck Jess.
So, that's a great transition into a segment I want to start on this podcast.
Yes.
Because Jess, we've talked about
It's
Jess
fucking
on this
stupid.
podcast quite a lot. She says the most dumb thing sometimes. So
Sometimes.
if we me or Fraser find one throughout the week, we're gonna give you a dumb Jess quote.
Inspirational dumb Jess quote.
Inspirational dumb Jess quote. So this week, I don't like ham. It's too plastic.
Make of that what you will.
Make that. Just buy like nice ham. Don't buy like little shit stuff.
Okay,
That's
it's
the
too plastic.
Too plastic. It's ham.
You're buying the wrong ham then? Because she's
Sorry.
getting the like over-processed ham.
That's it, like toy ham.
She's eating fucking Lego, that's her problem.
That's what the problem is.
She is eating, maybe she is eating toy ham. She's like, why is this so plastic?
Whoa! Trying to drink
Are
something.
you taking the piss?
You're the first guest and you're fucking it
get
up.
out.
Sorry. Yeah, we're
Fucking hell.
Thirsty.
So,
Oh no, I'm thirsty, but you've got to wait.
so we have a try and drink segment on this podcast, as you all know. Pidge, what do you think of them? I think.
What is it first?
Have I tried? I think I've tried it before, but I don't think I've tried it on the
No,
podcast.
I think you. Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say you didn't have it. On the
I've had an
podcast. What do you
Arctic
think?
coffee before this
What?
podcast.
It's an iced coffee for the folks at home. Is it a good iced coffee?
Yes.
Well, can we have a bit more,
Sorry.
please?
Ignore that. Just give it a sip and then give it like a rating out of 10. Like that sort of thing. Doing great, sweet.
Don't even watch the episodes, you can tell, can't you?
Yeah.
I got outraged. Jess would know what's going on.
It's a good 6.
Oh.
So I went. So
Fucking hell.
I have had this.
Not on camera.
Not on camera, but I have had it, so it feels like cheating a little bit. So now I love like oats and like flapjacks and stuff. I have porridge quite regularly.
had a flapjack just now?
I just scrammed up flapjack for the pot. But I've got an iced flat white, but it's an oat milk flat white. Now oat milk. Basically, I know obviously that a lot of milks are quite healthy.
Yeah.
Any milk other than dairy, I'm not really. This light in my
Turn
face
it.
is so fucking bright.
Is that better, cunt?
Y'all are so professional.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good,
Yeah, you
isn't it?
produce a
James, sorry.
podcast.
I thought it didn't like puncture the thing on your can. I thought the wrinkle didn't like go through and it had like snapped off.
Imagine. So oats flat white. It's gonna be shit, isn't it?
The thing is, like, oat milk's, if you physically can't process dairy, obviously you need oat milk. But if you're doing it because you don't like it,
It's fine. It just tastes like oats.
yeah.
And I don't want coffee porridge.
What do you think? What do you think is the worst, like, milk like?
Soy.
Yeah, soy
Fucking
is.
soy milk. If you drink soy
That is
milk,
in the
then, like,
mediocre cunt bowl.
that is in
soy
the mediocre
anything.
cunt bowl. As an honorary guest, would you like to put anything into the mediocre cunt bowl?
Basically, it's just this vault where once you put something in it,
James
it's gone.
Corden's in there.
Yeah, there's a politician in there who said that gays don't exist.
I think Rishi Sunak's probably
Rishi
made it
Sunak's
in
in there.
before. Matt
J.K.
Hancock.
Rowling!
Yes.
Yeah, we could
Fuck that bitch.
chuck her in
Fuck
the
that bitch.
chuck her in the mediocre
What
cunt bowl.
a cunt.
Yes.
I've got chocolate milk.
She hates me.
So, basically, I know last podcast we promised.
myself
Yeah,
with a chair.
we've.
What?
I cut myself.
Wait, how
out.
badly?
Not badly.
This is last time he's tested COVID. You like sliced your hand over. What?
I don't even know.
So obviously we rinsed the previous shot, but basically we weren't prepared enough this podcast, so it's the same shot.
Well, we didn't know if we were going to do one or not. Because
Yeah.
there was something I wanted to record for my channel. They were like, "Oh, just may as well do a podcast."
Yeah.
It's chocolate, but it's in a glass bottle. And I don't know why I like that so much, but there's something about it.
It's one of those things. Coke in a glass bottle, like a Diet Coke in a glass bottle, is class. Love it. They taste different, genuinely.
Do you know why that is so good?
Why?
Because what that is like the milk after Cocoa Pops. That's exactly what that tastes like.
Be the cereal
And
that
so
changes the milk.
And so that is the greatest chocolate milk. Why are you...
I'm sorry,
That's
what?
an inspirational quote. Why are you...
It's cute.
But genuinely... what, being the...
Being the cereal that changes the milk.
Right, I'm gonna go home
The podcast
now.
with the
But no,
game.
it actually tastes like... It's exactly like the milk after you've had Cocoa Pops. So it's the greatest thing
Yummy.
ever. Yummy. Oh my
So,
god.
Pitch, recently you had a wee bit of COVID.
Yeah.
So much so that you tested positive and texted our group chat during the filming of the last podcast. So we had to stop the last podcast
To get James tested.
to get me tested because I'd been near you.
How was Cocoa?
How was COVID?
I hated it. I couldn't see anyone. I had him being my delivery man.
I was.
Oh, sweet.
I was like a delivery. It was quite fun to do that.
He got me ice cream.
I did.
Oh.
It was the country ice cream. No, I'm sorry, but it was what was it? It was like marshmallows and shit in it. What was it?
Ice cream, you ask
It was baked on
Baked to
Oh
yeah.
God.
Hang on, we don't. Sorry, this is unfresh. We don't have our googling system.
Yes, we can't.
Oh, let me. Sorry.
Can't
about this
actually
one.
produce a professional podcast.
Yeah, I was going to give myself more overlaying.
It was just one day that like fully wiped me out. Tuesday, I wanted death.
So how?
Was that COVID related, or was that you couldn't
No.
see anyone? It was just like
No,
a
no,
mental-
COVID like killed me.
Okay.
I had the worst headache I have ever physically had. I was
Banging.
coughing my lungs out. And
Sorry. Two fucking sips of chocolate milk's all gone. Can't even log onto your computer, but you're still like, I get chocolate milk.
You're gonna kill me.
I have to look after
Slapping
this.
my back.
Can you stop hurting yourself on the chair? Sorry, we are less than 10 minutes in. There's been more physical contact and more pain than any other podcast ever.
Fucking hell.
I bring the pain.
What? Why try all those enchanted eggs?
Oh yeah, sorry. We got,
Yeah.
So you can have. You love these.
I love them.
So
So,
fucking alright.
as far as I can tell, they're big gold chocolate
Well,
bars.
what I think they are mini eggs without the like sugary shell.
So,
So,
chocolate.
so just pure chocolate, the shape of an egg with a bit of gold on it.
A little bit of crunch.
Oh, it's a bit of a punch. We should have all eaten. We all ate the same time around dead air. You're out now, and what better, like, this is your first day out and you're on the Mediocre Best podcast. I don't
Lucky you.
see how it could be any better.
Random crunchy egg.
Yeah, meh.
No, 4 out of 10.
I'm not sure I'd ever
About
buy
to
them.
6 and I jumped.
I'm not sure I'd ever buy them for myself.
No.
No, just for me.
But I have one.
If I've ever, I don't know if I've ever talked about this. Do you know what I'm addicted to?
Your mum.
Please not disrespect my mother like
I didn't
that.
disrespect you. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Mr. Skinner.
Big up, mum. You're not watching.
Big up Helen. Helen should watch. Why does Helen not watch?
Just casually out my mum's name.
Oh, yeah,
Sounds
sorry.
good. That's why I keep that in. She doesn't watch his mind. I'm there just like my mum, my mum, my mum.
Big up.
So,
Yeah, okay.
Big up Hellwell.
I went Mrs. Skinner. It's
I can cut that out if you want.
So, we'll talk about it later. My mum's been outed. Oat milk is really cunty. I'm sorry. The more I take a sip of this, the less I enjoy it.
Right. Today, as we're recording this, is Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Now, I've never been a fan of Valentine's Day. Like, in a relationship or not, I
Okay.
can't be dealing with it. Because, like, just do something, like, why do you need a specific day? Like, what are your thoughts on it? Because, like, even when because the classic thing is, oh, that's because you're single. Even when I was in a relationship, I was like, why do we have to, like...
It's quite difficult to talk about this with me, because...
If you don't want to talk about it, we
Oh
won't
no,
talk
it's
about
sound. Well, to be fair, when I was dating, I actually found it really nice
Okay.
because we didn't limit ourselves, but also in fact, we'd be more likely to kind of like go out and like have a little shindig like on a non-Valentine's Day, and then Valentine's Day was almost like a nice day to
Like
stay
a chill. Okay. See, the people I've been with have always been very, oh, we need to go and do something big on Valentine's Day. I'm like, what, like, because if you don't feel up to it, you then feel shit. If, like, I don't, so like, if you want to do something, like, you can do it any day. Maybe that's just because the people I've been with. Maybe that's what it is, as opposed to the day itself.
What I don't like is, so, Valentine's gifts. I am very happy to be a lovely romantic bloke. Go on, here's your flowers, love. That is not
Is
the
that
least,
how you
no,
give your
least-
missus a
the
flowers?
least romantic.
You're just like, here you go.
Very romantic, darling.
But like the idea of like last Valentine's, like she spent like 30 quid on me. And I was like, I'm not fucking worth that, love. Like save it for my birthday. But I'm not getting any Valentine's Day presents this year, so
I'll get you something.
Thanks, love.
I'll get you a pizza.
I'll take it.
Oh God. Something else quickly. So I had something on my notes last week, and I had to get rid of it because I didn't know what it meant. So I just had the word substitutions, and I was like, "What context is this?" It's Asda substitute. So I do online shops because it's a lot of admin to go. There we go. A lot of admin. Great, good.
Well then, good job.
To get to Asda, about like with a whole like load of shopping, it's a lot of effort, and they deliver it straight to your door. But they do this so if they haven't got something in stock, they'll substitute it, and it's never the same thing.
Yeah.
This week they substituted grated cheese for sliced cheese. Are you taking the piss?
That
Yes,
is-
and it was grated mature for sliced mild.
Fuck
That
off.
is nowhere near the same.
That's
Check your Fred
different.
Leicester while we're there, cunt.
That is a different product.
It's literally a different thing. That's like ordering digestives. Like, oh, have a custard cream. Not the same thing, cunt.
Do you know what the?
It's not funny.
Do you know what's even worse? Because in terms of substitutions, obviously you are receiving. All right.
Why did you eat it like that?
All good.
You're a joke.
Yeah, thanks.
Why did you do that?
So, right, from the customer's perspective, you know,
Okay.
it's not ideal.
Oh, we've
Do
got
you know-
an inside scoop here.
So more because obviously, so it's known. Fair enough. That I work occasionally in a supermarket, and one of the things I do quite regularly is click and collect. So obviously, there's a car that parks in your car park, and you bring out their scran to them. And you give them the receipt, and then they talk through all their substitutions.
I see.
So I have seen some absolutely so for example, 2 steaks will get substituted for the same price into one posh steak. And I'm like, sorry, do they want half of one? I think genuinely I've had something like apples into kiwis.
That's not even anywhere near.
Fruit.
That's the thing. Like, how do they decide?
And to be honest, sometimes it's very smart. Like for example, a regular cheese could be changed into a fucking cathedral city.
That's right.
Fine.
Brands I don't care about. Yeah, like if they, that's fine. But when it's an entirely different, it's almost more annoying when the products are similar but not the same. Like when it's we've spoken on here before about how cheese and the strength of cheese is very important. What strength of cheese do you go for? On cheese you got like numbers on it. But what number are you going for? 5 is the highest, right?
5. So 5 is like the strongest mature.
Yeah. What number are you going
1
for?
is mild.
I like a good 4 or 5.
Fine. Cool.
Yeah, well in. If you get, because 1 is like rubber. Like you may as well just
Mild cheese just going, here's some calories, no flavour, calories.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna be that.
Cheese needs to taste like cheese.
Exactly, and mild cheese has no flavour at all. It's just.
One of my flatmates have mild cheese.
It
gets on my grill.
What's your opinion on Red Leicester?
Love a bit of red.
Because I really like Red Leicester.
But I don't buy it because
You don't. Have you never had Red Leicester
No.
cheese?
ooh, when we get our
yeah.
a bit of cheese night.
Yeah, we don't have cheese. No.
Do you know what I
Cheese
love?
and wine night.
Red Leicester. Oh.
No, right. So it's a bit Tory.
Most things you do are.
Fuck your mum.
That's
And
twice.
Tory?
That noise.
Did you just call his mum a pig?
Oh yeah. You know, go on.
Hang your head in shame.
You bitch. Right, cheese.
Baked camembert.
Oh no, I'm with you on that. Camembert is it doesn't say anything for 5 minutes and a rust from saying camembert.
Camembert. Camembert!
love
Bomb
camembert.
jumped. This podcast has been a mess.
Camembert is great.
We need
though.
to get this back on
Yeah,
the
we
right
need
track.
I want to go home now.
Didn't even take a trip.
You bitch. Well, that's the last chocolate you're having.
Oh, yeah, that's just...
But yeah, no, right. So, but yeah, substitutions.
Last chocolate egg ever.
Back to that, substitutions. They need to sort themselves out. Like, I should have a refund if you're going to be a cunt about it.
Recently, doing click and collect, this was when I was back for Christmas, the worst day I've ever had at work.
Really?
So, I'm just there, popping about on self-scan, you know, doing my job, you know.
Classic self-scan.
So, I get on the edge of my supervisor, James, go down to click and collect now. They are 2 hours behind on orders.
Not my fault.
People have been sat in their cars for 2 hours and have not been
Really?
given their shit. We had about a 20 backlog, and it was me and one other person sprinting, and it was just, I have never hated my job more
That
than that
does
day,
sound
because that was
horrific.
fucking horrendous.
That doesn't
And
sound great.
that same day, because there was one of the orders was massive, so I had to fucking rush it out, spill it all over the car park.
Oh, you
Luckily, it was in. So you know you've got some Asda crates left
Yeah.
over there. It was in its
because I
crates,
just why not?
and it was more the crates fell over and a couple of bits fell out,
Okay,
but nothing
that's fine.
smashed.
That's good. I
But
thought you meant like the food just fucking went everywhere.
oh, with the food, I would literally just
Broke a
walk
few
away.
eggs.
You
I'd
just
walk
quit
away.
later.
Fuck that.
That's me done. What was that?
Broke a few eggs.
Broke a few.
The one problem was, but I kind of so obviously the cart goes down. I can't remember exactly what expletives I used,
No.
and obviously you don't swear in front of customers.
Yeah.
But literally, I would probably said something like "fuck, piss, shit, bollocks."
Good funny.
So, but to be fair, the customer did laugh, but you know, it's like not
Yeah.
particularly professional.
No, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's all that counts, isn't it?
Oh, honestly, like thinking about that damn supermarket just scares me.
Scare you a bit. Have you got any interesting notes, James? Because I've got loads like from the past.
You said you had about 12.
Because we haven't we only recorded the podcast like a few. Excuse me. Are you trying to look at this? Is not.
Do you know what the coolest thing is? So 10 minutes ago, our previous podcast just came out.
Oh.
So 10 minutes ago. So while we were recording this podcast, episode 10, Sue came out. I saw this on the internet.
The interwebs.
And
Sorry, can we just? You've done this like 3 times in podcasts where you say something like a 70-year-old man. I saw something on the internet.
I'm doing this though. I'm doing
Last
it.
you went on the TikTok a couple episodes
I'm
ago.
doing it ironically.
It's just funny.
I don't
quite
actually
like
refer to it in real life as the internet.
I just find it quite
I
funny.
do it ironically.
I know,
It's,
of course
it's,
you do.
it's my
Of course you do.
humour.
Of course.
Mashed potato sandwich.
I saw this on TikTok
I have
last
not.
night.
I've seen it somewhere.
It looks rancid.
Apparently, that's a big thing.
Well, people have said it's like their comfort food. I'm like, have a pizza, cunt.
A chip butty.
Chip, right? That's the problem I had. It's like I was like this. In my head, I was like, this is the worst thing to ever be created. But I love a chip butty, and in essence, it's the same ingredients here. They've just mashed the potato up. Now, why are you laughing at me?
I'm gonna call out Helen.
But you just had to go at me.
Fuck it.
Okay. If you tell me Helen likes mashed potato sandwiches,
No. So basically, you know, she usually cooks for the family. Lovely stuff. So one of the things she is fucking awful at is mashed potato.
okay, why?
So if she puts a mashed potato on me plate,
how is it awful?
really fucking lumpy.
Okay, yeah, that's not
Lumpiest
ideal.
cunt of a mashed potato I've ever had in my life.
Can we put Helen's mashed potato in the mediocre cunt bowl?
Yes, we can. Helen, your mashed potato is in the mediocre cunt bowl. So I've never been one for
Can you stop?
Like, occasionally, I'll have a nice mash and I'll go, oh, mashed potato was actually that bad. But I'd have awful memories of mashed potato thinking, that is fucking rancid.
See, I love mashed potato. Because
These-
my mum, when I was younger, would spare no calories in that fucking mashed potato. Like, I'm talking, there'd be cheese in there, there'd be butter thrown in, it was mental.
Little cheesy mash.
It was genuinely mental.
Oh, little cheesy mash.
I still wouldn't put it between bread, though.
Literally.
As nice as it is, it's not going between bread.
Have some fucking cheese, cunt.
Yeah, have some chips. If you want some potato in your sandwich, have a chip.
Just put a jacket potato. It's like 2 slices of ovis and just jacket potato. What the fuck are you doing?
You two just talk.
It's a podcast. Speak.
Can't get a word in with you two.
Speak. Right, I'm going to address my next non-ready thing.
Sorry, can I just quickly?
Yeah, feel free.
I was thinking about potatoes in sandwiches. What would you say to roast potatoes in a sandwich? Because is that not basically just chips? I've never tried it, but like a roast potato in a sandwich.
Yeah, I can see it
That's
working.
just chips, isn't it, really?
I think
No?
It's just a bit much.
What? Do you not like chip butty?
No, that's...
Well, that's just what a roast potato is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just sweat. What? Well, it is. I think. I'd never try one.
My brain's going 500,000 seconds a minute and there's only 5 words that have come to the front of my mouth.
Of course not.
Is this weird?
Probably.
I quite like cold roast potatoes.
No,
Oh, I
it's
do.
all-
I quite like
it. Yeah.
So, like, you know, if you know, I've made some roasties and then I can't even be asked to heat them up. It's just, you know, a nice little snack.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
No.
Little cold roast
My
potato.
dad knows this. Whenever we have a roast, I will like be the one in the fridge at like 3 in the morning, taking all the leftovers out and just sitting there like.
I'm the leftover.
Yeah,
like, cunt in my house.
Yeah.
Like,
There is never any beef left. Sorry, Dad.
like, genuinely, my mum's made too much pasta. There's no argument.
I love
That
pasta.
is my lunch tomorrow.
That is my pasta now. Like that. No conversation.
I've gotten really bad in
Oh.
terms of, so for example, a couple of nights ago, I made a bolognese.
Oh, I love it. Oh, you told me. I remember this.
So, lovely banging little bolognese. And then the day after, I was supposed to make, like use the leftovers, but I couldn't be asked to make lunch, so I just reheated like the bolognese sauce and just had that.
Oh, I don't blame you. I've done that before.
Because I don't make my bolognese sauce is quite like thick, so you can kind of almost like have it in a bowl and just scran it instead of having it with pasta.
Wait, you do make it thick?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, when you go out, and if you get a bolognese, it's always like a sauce, whereas I want like a bolognese... Like, I don't want it to be saucy. Oh, I can't think of the fucking word. I don't want it to be saucy, I want it to be more thick. So I get you there.
Obviously, when you put it in the fridge overnight,
It
like,
gets even
thicken
more
up.
thick.
You
Yeah.
ever put bolognese over nachos?
No.
Bolognese over some
But
proper
would that
nachos?
not be like chili? Because people put like chili.
Yeah,
onto
people put
nachos.
chili on
It's the
nachos.
same thing, but I don't really like chili.
Same thing, but I love a
Sorry,
decent
I
chili.
have a thing.
Okay.
Well,
I
then
saw-
why don't you just say it instead of playing fucking rum tum tum?
That's like when we go, oh, that was a good segue. It was though, you're fucking, I'm gonna go get the drink
There
in
was-
my chocolate milk bottle. Keep talking.
Okay, there was a another like TikTok recipe thing aside from mashed potato sandwiches that I saw.
Cool.
That it was a Bolognese pizza.
Oh, I
Okay.
saw
So
it. It was like a
you
lasagna
like
pizza.
have the pizza dough and then you put the minced and then you put the pasta sheets. Right word. Pasta sheets and then cheese and cheese
Yeah.
sauce and
I saw it was like a lasagna
It looked
pizza.
really
It looked quite nice. I'm not
good.
gonna
But
lie.
like, I can understand like the charm of that, and I can understand how that would work. But tell me if I'm wrong. But to be honest, bread as a base and pasta as a base doesn't taste like loads.
No.
I can imagine the taste of that is probably quite similar to the experience of a bolognese because the flavour is coming from the bowl, not the spag,
Yeah.
or the
bowl.
bread bowl. The bread
Be
bowl.
the
in
bowl,
this
not the
case.
spag.
Be the bowl, not the spag.
No, I get that, but
That-
bread and
That's
pasta.
a brand at this point. Be,
What, just be this
Be
and
the
that?
something that causes or
Be the
not.
bowl, not the spag.
Be the bowl, not the spag.
I thought spag bowl was spelled as in BOWL until I was about 10. I thought
Spag
spag
bowl?
bowl, yes.
it's not.
Well, no, I know that.
Well,
But
did
No,
you-
I mean that was it.
Did
It's
you-
not as in
wait,
I
you thought it
didn't
was
know.
bowl?
Yeah.
I found out it wasn't when I was about 12, but are you
What?
telling you've just found out it's
Spag,
not bowl?
B-O-L.
It's BOL, as in bolognese, not bowls.
Spag bowl. Spag bolognese.
Bolognese.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Are you telling me you just thought, until now you
Right.
thought it was bowl?
Because
Right, okay,
So
sorry.
I've never thought that. From my perspective, did you used to eat your spaghetti bolognese out of a bowl?
Yes, I only ever had it in a bowl.
And
Actually,
therefore-
no.
So you had spag bowl on a plate, and you still went, this is a bowl.
I love this spaghetti bolognese, also known as spag bowl.
Yeah, I love my spaghetti plate. Like, what? You thought it was Spag Bowl until this
See, the
second.
thing was,
I'm so glad I brought that up.
you were supposed to eat it out of a bowl, and I just thought, my.
I don't think you're supposed. I don't think there's a
Fucking
law
TVA's going back and fucking
pruning anyone who eats it off a plate. So it was like, oh no, we don't have a plate.
Don't eat out of the plate.
It's too dangerous.
It's so mean to me.
You thought it was Spag Bowl, and you didn't even eat it out of a bowl. You eat it off a plate. So why did you think it
Do
was?
you realise Jess is going to believe you?
I know.
If Jess bullies you for something, you know it's a bit mental. I'm gonna be honest.
To be fair, Jess
She
will
wears
definitely
Crocs.
also think, yeah.
Yeah, they're good arguments. I can't even argue with that.
Rocks.
The past week, so in the past week, we've got 2 trailers for 2 films that I'm fucking excited about. We
Ooh,
got
read this
Lightyear.
one,
Lightyear. Oh, fucking fuck. We got Lightyear and we got Doctor Strange 2 literally last night.
Oh, Doctor
Let's start with Lightyear because that was the first one that came
I
out.
actually did tune into the first half of the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't really understand the Super Bowl.
Um,
I only like it because we get trailers.
Is it the same as
Well,
Spag Bowl?
so American football. What?
Is it the same as Spag Bowl? The
Good
Super Bowl.
funny, good funny. So my dad is quite into American football and the
Okay.
Super Bowl, and actually for a few years, what was really nice was we would like stay up and watch the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
And I actually did kind of miss that this year.
Yeah.
I
Aw.
did. So I watched the first half. But obviously, due to time difference, that gets me up to 1 a.m. Then it takes about 45 minutes for them to do half time so they can have their little
Right.
song and dance. And then obviously I had to be up for a 9 a.m. lecture. So I was like, right, you can do the first half and then bish bash bosh.
Bish bash bosh.
But Doctor Strange, oh
No,
my!
just about Lightyear first, because
I don't give a fuck.
No, because Lightyear.
At the end of the right, I don't think Lightyear's going to be very good. I just
The problem is, I will like anything Toy Story, and that is my problem.
Things like, I'll like
Because-
anything Toy Story, but it's just not.
What are your worries with it?
That trailer did not particularly excite me.
The only thing that I got, because I reacted to it, because obviously I did. The only thing I thought this is amazing is when Zurg showed up. There was like a silhouette of Zurg,
Yeah.
and I was like, big up Zurg. We
I
get to
haven't
see.
actually watched a trailer.
Are you taking the piss?
Live reaction video.
No, I'm not.
I don't watch trailers that often.
Yeah, but it's Buzz Lightyear.
A year of work for a 4-minute flight.
Taika Waititi as well.
We're all ready if you are, sir. Well, let's go find out if this.
Why?
Reaching the perimeter.
The one thing I do have a problem with
Thank you.
is there doesn't seem to be any big thing to.
How's like your mission log?
There's not any big thing to get excited for.
No.
Ruined on this planet.
And Chris Evans as Buzz is distracting for me.
I agree.
I love Chris Evans. I love Buzz Lightyear.
No, I agree.
Just get Woody Allen to do it. I know he's a raging
Woody Allen?
conservative. Oh, fucking Tim Allen.
Get Woody.
Tim Allen.
Imagine Woody Allen being Buzz Lightyear. There's a star.
I love this version of this song is sick.
It's banging.
When it fucking epicked it up. I kind of want to do like a proper
I love
sci-fi action. That'd be sick.
We're being pursued by
Your mum.
just a massive robot.
I really want some buzzers to get I want this to be a bit darker, you know?
Yeah, like people die.
And I regret having joined you.
Yeah, he's a.
I love
no,
him.
I hate him. He's the worst part of the film. No. He's a- I'm distracted by the song, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I kind of don't like there are others in Lightyear suits. It kind of makes
Right.
Buzz less special.
Sounds, if you like. I have several
I hate this cat as well. I'd have to go full that footballer if I met this cat, I'm not gonna lie.
What?
What's that footballer? But I would do that to that cat. I would. Where is,
Do you want to, obviously this isn't staying.
if I,
I can't say my joke there.
well, you could be. I might. I agree with what you
Rock
said though about
Rod.
the fact that there's others in the Lightyear suit
Oh, that piece.
because
Make,
because I said in my reaction I was like, well, does that mean that that's like just the uniform? Because in that case, surely Buzz having all these special like lasers and shit doesn't make him like. Wow, look at him go! It's just he's just wearing the astronaut suit, isn't it?
I won't reveal my exact birthday, but it's A very
Is it
good
gonna
birthday
be-
present.
It might be a very bad birthday present. You never know.
Shit.
Oh, and now, okay, yeah. So I agree. If why is he not the only one wearing the suit? It's his special suit. Let's not be. And then we better not go down this nice. Do you know what I'd rather than a light year film, James? Please don't. I'm trying to keep this podcast somewhat on track because it's been a shambles. Do you know what I would like to see, James?
What?
Is a Woody like Western film. If we're getting a Lightyear origin story, can we see like a Western
Logan before Woody.
Yes, I'd be more excited for that than
Basically
Lightyear.
Toy Story 4, isn't it?
Can we see Woody's Roundup as a film, like a genuine Woody
I would
Roundup?
watch that
film?
TV show.
Yes.
Can they make a Disney Plus?
Disney Plus
Disney
little
Plus.
TV show.
Do oh, can you imagine a Disney Plus Woody's Roundup show? That'd be sick. Woody's Roundup, right here every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Wood. That's the song. Why are you
Please don't have an asthma attack.
Why are you laughing?
Extenuating circumstances. What the fuck?
Don't hit the tape. I want my deposit. What? Okay. Can you? Right. I'm going to need more
Usual
before we
words.
talk about this.
So-
I'm going to need some sort of context as to what the fuck
I'm going
means.
to collaborate.
I'm number one.
I'm number one.
Oh.
That's really good.
That was good.
That was third action.
Haha.
That's what she said.
Not this Valentine's Day. Sorry, you go to comfort him, not me.
It wasn't comforting. It was like uncomfortablism.
Yeah, I'm comforting you
Oh,
now.
it's okay, James. Right.
Number one.
Right. Extenuating circumstances. For people that don't know what that means,
I'll explain.
go on. What would you? I don't know if you go
What
to.
is
So I was
fucking
just saying, if you want to.
I'm joking. It's not. It's all good.
Scrambled chocolate.
Mummy and Daddy are fighting.
So,
What are you trying to
for
do?
university,
Show.
you have to do assessments, and as part of those assessments, you obviously have deadlines. So, what extenuating circumstances mean is if you, fuck you lot, are not going to make the deadline for your assessment, you've got to apply for extenuating circumstances. Now, if you don't apply for extenuating circumstances or fail, or fail, what do I mean? Or you just don't fucking...
Yeah, if you don't do anything about it.
If you apply late or your extenuating circumstance doesn't get approved, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
You are capped at 40%. So, for one of my 3 modules, I had to apply for an extenuating circumstance due to the person I was doing my assessment with getting COVID. That's fine. Like, at the end of the day, I can't go, well, sorry, can you not contract coronavirus so I can do my assessment, please? Like, that's not life.
Yeah.
So,
That's like.
fast forward, because she only did a lateral flow and
Not PCR.
which, bearing in mind, is standard protocol these days.
Well, like if you do a lateral flow and it's positive, you isolate. You don't have to do a PCR.
Yeah.
So that's enough.
So it's looking like my extenuating circumstances won't get approved. The worst thing is, while I was applying for extenuating circumstances, 2 weeks later, the assessment is done. Like, the assessment is done. I had a valid reason for doing it late, but it's looking like I will be graded at 40%, which is fine because I've been told I will be told what grade I would have got. They know it's not my fault, so I know what I would have got, and as long as I pass, I can move on. But that is, like, bearing in mind, like, I had done my assessment before my EC got approved or not. Just grade the assessment, lads. I don't understand how that system has logic.
It doesn't.
I'm gonna eat my enchanted bollock.
Well, I don't have any because Pidge knocked them all over the fucking carpet. Yeah, you scrap it then. It's been on the carpet.
Take my food. Bang.
No, I agree. There's a lot of things in uni that don't make it. I can't believe you ate that off the carpet. That is vile.
No, I respect that, to be fair. Big up, Pidge.
Big up, Pidge. Up the pitch.
Up the Pidge.
Up the pitch.
Up the Pidge.
What we're trying to be done. You know what? Fine.
What do you think about this stupid fucking extenuating circumstances? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like my
Not really,
partner-
but I like Ace.
Not. If you had balls,
But she doesn't, so she's not.
like, genuinely, if I have managed to do my assessment for a valid reason late, but before you've even said yes or no to extenuating circumstances, I've done the cunt.
I'm losing joy.
I'm losing the will to live right now, but I'm not going blue.
Calm yourself.
That was such good timing. I love that.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Oh, good.
It's fucking twat.
It is twat.
It is twat.
Oh my god.
I'm number one.
Right, something made me very upset this week.
Yum.
So very
Doesn't
few.
it always?
Russian banter.
I'm about to open my fucking heart, and you see it. I get absolutely fucking.
Sorry.
So very few.
We can feel comfortable because we can cut this if you need.
Very few things
Well, you
in life
can.
bring me joy. That's just a fact, right?
Okay.
And recently I lost something that brought me joy. The Bearded Brewery in town has shut down. And
You caused me pain. Mental and physical.
I genuinely thought you were going to go into a massive mental health rant, and you were just like.
oh, it is depressing though. The cider they did was lovely, James.
Drink up those soda, George.
I never got to go.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you've
no.
missed out. I'm not
Like,
gonna lie to
you might as well stop.
There.
I was gonna, but
You can cut that out very easily. It's going to be okay.
I'm good. I'm alive.
But apparently the like main place for Bearded Brewery is quite. I think it's in Newquay. So like, feasibly, we could go to like the.
I'm going to Google
There's
it.
like a bit. It's like. We've got like the Thatcher's farm near us at home. There's like a Bearded Brewery farm like that, but in Newquay, I think, where it's all made, and they've still got a bar there. So I think we need to. You're right. I think we need to go on a trip.
Let's go.
Yeah. In class today, when we were sat waiting to go to the E-group meeting, a woman walked in with like a buggy. Me and Jess went absolutely mental.
I was so fucking
Do
confused.
you
Yes, I
know the
was-
context?
No.
So we went on a night out.
Oh, fuck, there's a skateboard there.
And it was when you bought me my glasses and Jess came on the bus. Remember that?
Yes.
We went to watch Muppets, and then we were.
Most
I went
Muppets.
onto the bus.
When I had COVID.
Yeah, we
Right,
were.
And so I thought I was going to have a nice quiet bus journey home, and then Jess walks on the bus. I'm like, great.
Lovely.
And sat opposite us are these people. There's a woman with a buggy, and there's a guy next to her. I don't know. This guy I think must have been like, you know, where you're not drunk, but you're tipsy, where you just don't stop talking. He was talking about the weird, like he talked about blending up cereal and like putting it with water in a kettle and having like porridge. I don't know what he was on. He talked about a cheese platter for about 10 minutes. And he'd go through so many pieces. Went, put it on the platter. And then he
should use that.
genuinely, he would go through these. He'd talk about for like 5 minutes about foods, and then he'd go, put it on a platter. and then he stopped talking for a minute, and then he went to the front of his bag. He went, wait, and we were like,
Was he talking to you at all? Or?
yes. Like, 'cause we were opposite him. You know, like the chairs that fold down.
Yeah.
We were sat on them, 'cause there's no other room, and yeah, that's what I did. And he
That's how
literally
folding works.
said to me and Jess, he's like, hang on. Goes into his bag, pulls out a kazoo, and goes, oh, get the kazoo out. And it was like, what the f-?
Put that on the plan.
I lost it, but like, me and Jess were gone for the whole ride, because he literally went, hang on,
Is that
get
why?
the kazoo out. And so I bought a kazoo.
Yeah, that was like.
Can I see the kazoo?
Get
But
the
literally,
kazoo.
he was just like, "Oh, get your kazoo out!" I was like, "What is?" It felt like a fever dream. And that woman that walked in today, that was the woman with the buggy. So we were like,
What, same woman?
Yes. That's when me and Jess were like, "Oh my god, she's here! Is he here?" Because he knew Toby.
Oh!
He was like, "What do you do?" We're like, "Oh, we're doing acting." He's like, "Do you know Toby?" I was like, "Yeah."
So
yes.
there must be a connection.
So
there,
he
'cause-
must be a martyr. But he said he was in like 3rd year. So I don't know.
Put that on the platter.
So I've got a kazoo now.
Put that on the Seb platter.
Don't know how you use a kazoo.
Try it. Give us a tune.
Blow it.
That's what she said.
I hate you
So I've
both.
got a kazoo.
Blow the kazoo.
I'm not blowing the kazoo.
Blow it.
Don't worry. Christine can do it. Alright. Nab my kazoo.
Shambolic podcast.
Oh my god.
Did we restart that?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I did. You were waffling about something. You're on your phone.
Oh, banging, yeah.
But no, genuinely, I think at some point we need to order Bearded Brewery ciders for the drink on our podcast.
Yeah.
Because genuinely the best. Can you get your kazoo off? My kazoo, the kazoo. Yeah, I'm just really upset, James, because they haven't been open for a while, and I was like, I need to investigate. So me and Jess went to see, and it was all gone. Like any branding had been stripped. There were no benches anywhere,
I want to
and
get
it
some
said to
Bearded
let.
merch. Like they have t-shirts.
I've
and
got a
shit.
t-shirt.
Did you actually? Oh, I should have got
Yeah.
one. Maybe I can still order
Phil won a mug.
one. Oh, can you still order one?
Yeah, because it's still a thing. Merch.
I might get some bearded brewery merch.
What are you gonna get? They do hoodies. They do shirts,
Little,
mugs.
little t-shirt
Little gloves.
maybe.
Wah,
That's not
wee,
too bad.
wah, wah. Do you know what's just as irritating as the bearded brewery?
What?
Me
The king of the.
and Fraser Oliver getting called
Wait, I'm Fraser Oliver.
responsible gentlemen.
Oh, right.
Oh no,
Nothing.
who
So
mistook
basically,
you for
no,
that?
that's not even the worst thing. So me and James are sat in toast. Pretty much everyone has gone. So we were like, right, let's get a drink because we were thinking
So-
we might go.
So we were in a so you and a couple of other people were out. I was at my flat for a bit. I then came out and joined up with you guys.
Congrats.
I was about to say.
You said you came out.
So then we go into toast and everyone else kind of leaves. So we get a drink and we're just like, because we're not serial boogiers.
The fact that you've used the term serial.
Fuck
booger.
off. So we just sit in a booth for a bit. Obviously, just chilling, just enjoying a wee little drinky.
When I tell you this is the worst thing that's ever happened.
So someone comes up with their coach, like,
It's upset.
sorry, can I pop this here? You two look like responsible
Basically,
gentlemen.
you two look like boring cunts. I'm not a cloakroom, bitch.
Literally, like.
Who the fuck
No,
mistook you
that's not the point.
for responsible
She saw
people?
two people sat down at a booth
And
and
went-
went, "Oh, you two look boring as shit. Have my coat."
You're not responsible.
And to be fair,
in any
That's
way,
not the moral of the story.
Well, do you know how we proved them wrong?
We
Because
left.
we finished our drinks and we left.
No, two other people came over and
Yeah.
put that shit opposite us to
So,
those.
we have-
left them. They had phones and stuff in their coats.
So,
I
and
was
if
like,
they
"You
got
fuck
stolen,
it."
well, don't mistake us for responsible
Yeah.
gentlemen, then. That's your mistake.
Silly little twats.
Honestly,
Blow the kazoo.
that for you.
I tried them. I don't know how you work a kazoo.
Blow
Would
in
you
the
get
lip.
I just tried.
the gold logo or just the regular
Oh,
logo? What do you
what's
reckon?
Regular.
Fair enough.
I don't know. The gold looks quite piratey, and I like pirates.
Arr.
We should do a pirate party at some point.
Yeah.
Just like pirates. You can only drink rum as well.
Sounds
Oh
good. But
fucking hell!
can I? What,
I've got
just
rum up there.
straight rum? Or do
Well, no, you can mix it, but like you can't have a cider or like, but you have to have rum because you're pirates.
Sounds good.
And if you do have anything out there, we chuck you in the sea.
Thing is, though, we have all these good ideas that will work brilliantly for our house. Like
Yeah.
we could just like invite people over and just
Help me.
have a little.
All right, or not.
Not really.
What?
We should Malibu then.
That's worse. I'll drink rum.
Well, you're back in the good
Yes,
books.
Malibu
That
is twat.
Malibu goes in
Because
the
like university.
mediocre cunt
Yeah.
vault.
Yeah.
Put that on the platter. I'm just using all of our clothes now.
Because coconut isn't great as it is. Well, that whole coconut that has a lucky. Fuck off.
Legit.
What was this?
Right,
Willy Wonka.
fine.
I think something really interesting has happened with the evolution of our YouTube channels.
Okay.
So, Pidge, you'll know nothing about this. Right.
Give your opinions though, as a non-biased.
Please give your opinion. A non-biased. Both of us have finally learnt somewhat how to stick to a series.
Yeah.
In terms of, we've realised reaction videos are easy
Yeah.
content.
Reaction series.
Neither of us can stick to a series. So recently, we've both launched
got a
reaction series.
and they're both doing well.
And they're both
But
doing
the thing
lovely.
is yeah, like reactions are easy, but it's a good. I literally said in my first video, I was like, I can't do a series. Reactions are easy. Wait, we gotta do both of them.
And I find that really funny that we're both starting
But I
a
think
reaction series.
reacting to the thing. So you're doing reacting to musicals you haven't heard before.
Yeah.
And I'm going through every
Roughly.
SpongeBob number and reacting to them. And I think the good thing about that though is that we both have like knowledge of that sort of thing. Like when I react to a movie trailer, there's only so much I can give.
Yeah.
But reacting to something like that, where it's like performing arts based, we can give some sort of insight on
Yeah.
that. So I think there's like scale of reaction videos of I'm literally watching like people that watch like compilations and like, what are you adding to that? Like S2W shit. What are you adding to that? Then you've got like trailer where like I know what it's about, but then like reaction stuff you can actively I can say that sounds good or I like because I know what's going on.
That's the thing because I have made 2 different styles of reaction videos in the series. The first one pretty much sat down, played the whole thing to get watch time and added comments here and there. The second one, you barely get any of the video. So it's just about playing with the difference, seeing what other people like.
Yeah.
Because some people will go, well, that's just fucking lazy. I'll just rather watch the original video. Some people would really like the whole video to play out. And some people would rather you like give your specific thoughts on specific
That's
bits.
the thing I struggle with. Do I cut out bits or do I play the whole video? Because I understand, like, if I were to watch a reaction video, which I don't usually do, but if I were to, I'd probably want to see the whole thing. Because it's acting as somewhat of, I want to see this video, let's see what they think of it.
That's the one problem, is that apart from reaction videos...
Are you alright? He's just staring into the abyss.
So, a lot of the things I base my channel on is... If I'm thinking of video titles, what video title and thumbnail would I click on?
Yeah, I think that's a good way
So,
to go
for example, there is a musical, I'm interested in said musical, would I like to see the songs ranked from that? Yes, therefore I will make it.
Yeah.
And that's a good technique in order to get views, because if you make content you would like, there is going to be other people who would like said content. Reaction videos, I rarely will watch.
Yeah.
But they get views.
I will watch reaction videos if it's a video I actively care about that they're reacting to, or if it's a channel that I like.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of reaction videos I watch because I like the person, but I don't really care about the video. I care what they think. If that makes sense.
Because they can add some wee funny commentary and mix it up a bit.
Like, I'll always watch Will and Jim watching stuff because that is just funny.
I don't think I've missed an S2W upload in about a year.
It's great. He's come back, but him and James are like.
So good.
It's the jokes that James makes. It's just,
and he hates him. Will
he
hates
is
him.
fun. Yeah, it is funny.
Do you watch it with S2W?
Will and E, big up.
Oh really?
Do you actually? Yeah. I was not expecting that.
How
S2W.
far back in the Will and E knowledge do you have? Because I might have a little bit of fun history.
I'm not like.
How deep into the lore are you?
Not very.
Do you hate Morg's mum? That's the question we're asking.
I'm not that deep into the lore.
So if I was to say the word shovel, you wouldn't know what I'm on about.
Oh.
I do watch a bit here and there, but I'm not like super fan.
My latest video is going to be in a shovel hoodie.
I love that. I love a shovel hoodie.
Oh, that's your shovel hoodie.
I've recently started watching, because I really like James Marriott, right? I think he's a very funny guy.
I have not watched a James Marriott video.
I don't like his videos, but his Twitch streams are very good because it is just him.
James Marriott has Twitch.
I didn't know this. I didn't know, and it came up on my recommended. I was like, fucking James Marriott streams? Amazing. Like, because he is just like unapologetically him.
Wasn't Will live streaming Twatty for a bit?
When?
I don't think he's ever done it since. I swear he did it for like a couple of times. He did like a live stream.
I
Twatty.
heard that because he had like there were loads of, he was putting it like he was promoting that Twatty was coming back in a way. I haven't seen anything of it.
So I think he did a couple on his Twitch and then just hadn't done any since.
I didn't even know he had a Twitch. That'd be why.
I think he did, but I don't think that's the only thing he's ever done on Twitch.
Was just Twatty for a bit. I don't really like Twatty.
I'm not really. I really enjoy Twatty, and if that was what would keep him consistent, I'd happily.
This week on the internet, in case people are like Twatty, is that like Towie? No, it's
You're
not.
right.
Are you doing Macarena?
Yeah.
Okay, why? Okay, cool.
Okay, right. Introduce a topic that you're happy to talk about in this podcast.
Oh, right. So I saw this TikTok about no one's ever had like an individual, as in no one's had a unique childhood experience. If there's something you think you're the only one that did it, someone else, like other children probably, like, that's really weird I used to do that, but other kids used to do it.
You see how there's actually a little bit of like a chunk taken up my wrist. My mum actually put that in the mashed potato, and that was what the lumps I was eating.
Can't be bothered.
That's unique.
No.
I am special.
No.
I'm not special.
Kill pitch.
I did it in my head.
Do you remember something called life skills? Because I'm trying to figure out if this is the only thing I did.
Is that the Bristol place?
Yes.
Where they like
They put it on a train track and some
scare you
shit.
shit.
Right. Did you have this? Because this was like.
Oh yes.
You go to this place and they like.
I was
You have
scared.
to go to you have to go to a
Bitch
shop and
has
they give you the
come
wrong.
to lie.
And like your teachers were on the phone to the like, you had to ring the emergency services. It was ring your teachers.
I didn't do that, but I was scared of having a guest leak for
Yes,
ages.
there's the bit
Because
where
he
you
was
open the
like,
door.
You'll,
I don't want actual
you'll
license. I
smell
want
gas. You'll go to sleep, and you'll never
and
fucking
you'll
wake
die.
up again.
Yeah,
And I was like,
it's like
thanks,
yes,
mate.
this sort of thing.
Or like the
we like built a fake. Oh,
there was like
that's
those-
the building.
There was the ghost
Yeah.
children.
That's the bit that got me.
Oh.
When
I
you're on the
didn't do
train
that.
track and you see like the lights and the noise, I'm like, I know a train's not going to come through this building, but I'm pretty fucking scared.
The only one that I had like that was we were put in a bedroom and we had to like point out all the things that would cause a fire.
Honestly, it was terrifying.
Wasn't that at some point you'd like open a door and then
the
the
fire.
would
Yeah.
actually be
Like you'd open the door and like, oh that's.
We sat in a room and these ghost children talked to us about like stuff that electrocuted them.
Okay, I
Then
don't. That didn't happen.
I
There was a little box and they had like their faces would
this
shine up
was
and be
the
like,
most
I threw
terrifying
my ball,
experience of
and
my
I tried
life.
to get it back and then I
But it's-
touched the telephone
It's-
wire with a stick and I electrocuted and died.
Oh, fucking
You remember
hell.
that fucking
I was going to say
video.
that was verbatim.
Sorry.
Right, but this also reminds me, there's apparently like a fear of places that look oddly familiar.
Oh!
What's this? Because I knew that you'd know like
Oddly
about
I love this shit! I love it! It's,
Oddly satisfying. What's it called? We've got a screen so we can all see.
okay,
You
yeah.
don't have to look, what do I,
I
do?
don't-
Just like
I don't know what it.
because James, have you ever seen this?
If you
I
look
don't
up,
know.
if you look up,
Right, so
weird
basically, so there's this.
What's the
there's
places that I
This, there's
I
this
will
phenomenon.
know, but I haven't-
These places don't like.
But I
you won't-
feel like I
you-
know.
You won't be able to place your finger on why you know them, but you're like you roughly
These are so good. I love them.
like they're so creepy and
I
that-
love
like I look
it.
at that, I'm like I've been where
It's just like Wacky Warehouse, isn't it?
I love
but
it.
all of these
It's
places I feel like
so good.
no, it's a bit weird to
I
be
love
honest.
it.
What?
Do
So
you-
it's just places
I
that
want
are
to
kind
write
of
like a book about this kind of shit.
Like straight, do you not get it, James?
one division, isn't it?
Because like it looks oddly familiar.
Well, it's just a school corridor.
No, but yeah, that one's
That's
not
like-
a good. That's not a good example. But there's ones that are like oddly specific. Like it was this one up here.
That's just Wacky Warehouse, isn't it?
Oh, you're a cunt.
I don't get it.
I love
They're not familiar because
Right.
I've never been there, but they look
Back
similar
rooms.
to certain places that I might have been before, and
There was
therefore
one.
people's
That
minds
one.
go.
I always was like, hey, that's Peppa Pig's house. No, it's fucking hot.
What is that? I reckon.
What's just a house on a hill?
But like that's the void, isn't it?
This is a load of bollocks.
Do you not see? This
I
freaks
don't-
me out.
Like,
That's horrible.
Oh,
Why
we
is
got
that?
so much
Tomato
worse.
Ah!
Fucking.
No, I'm not having this. So is that not for you, James?
I love.
what a load of fucking
Okay,
bollocks.
okay. I don't think James. I don't think we're getting James with that.
love them.
Like, genuinely, why do some people go, oh yeah, you know, that looks similar to where I've been before, so you know, oh
They
my
all
god, it's so
rubbish.
fucking oddly satisfying.
Okay,
Fuck off.
right. What do you have any like irrational fears?
Irra-
Or rational? Well,
Well-
we spoke about spiral staircases. We know that
Snails?
one. Snails? Yeah. Like, it's-
Well, no, that's fucking rational. That's
It's not
dream.
rational.
That dream.
Okay.
Have you ever seen an African?
Have you
snail,
told this-
what it looks like?
Yeah.
Have you
I
told this
think-
story on
My
the
friends
podcast?
have cat.
Yeah, I think you have.
I think I've told
My-
it.
Are you not going to get scared by this? It's okay, James. Do you have any like?
Yes.
I'd like to finish it. To be fair, that does look a bit.
Imagine
mental.
that cunt, like, driving towards you like it's fucking Ford versus Ferrari. Like,
Was it in a car or?
No, right, James. James, it's okay.
that would probably humanise it, because there were so many.
It
of
was
them.
just eating a
No,
strawberry.
that is cute.
Oh! Get that off the screen. Oh,
Pidge.
I'm sorry.
I actually can't look at that. That's actually fucking grim.
Right, Pidge. Do you have it? Quick,
Yes.
this one before James has
Yes,
an aneurysm.
yes, I do.
Like, okay, what sort of things?
I have a really.
Does that? Hang on. I want to know
Let me go.
if.
Let me go. Let me go.
I want to know if that's a name, James. Fear of snails name.
I have a massive fear of like hypnosis and mind control.
I've got mollusks.
You got mollusk phobia. Fair enough. Okay. Mind control.
Yeah.
What? So you'd be like?
I hate to say it, but you're aware it's not real.
Yeah, but no, you know, like people
To
who
be
do
fair,
hypnosis.
To be fair, though.
in like, you know, people who do hypnosis.
Yeah.
Who, like, you get the
Not personally.
spirals or the swinging watch thing,
Yes.
and they're like, "Hey, I'm going to humiliate you on stage."
So do you get? So is it the thought of mind control that you're scared of? Like the thought of someone controlling what you think, or like knowing what you think? Is
Yes.
that okay?
Also,
So
just
it's I see that.
just being able to take over and just do anything they
Yeah,
want.
I mean it's
really,
not
like,
ideal. I'll be fair. To be fair.
If David Tennant's Kilgrave wanted to mind
Oh,
control me,
for
though.
fuck's sake.
let's be genuine. That is a joke. That's obviously only a serious like thing.
Is there anything other than or is it like because obviously like with James, like
You're right, fondling your glass bottle then.
I need to be
Fiddly.
You see that on my arm.
You're editing this podcast. It's up to you.
Is there anything like physical that you like? Because like with James, if I suddenly went and here's an African, like James would be out the window.
I
Is there
would
something that can
I
happen
would
with-
boot that cunt so
Yeah.
far it would have its snail up its cunt.
Okay. Is there anything?
I think spiders is a pretty normal one.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be irrational. It can be normal.
I only got my fear of spiders like. I used to be the kid that used to take them out of like classrooms for people, and then I woke up, and there was one just here,
Oh, that's not ideal.
and
I'll
I
be honest.
shrieked, and then I got
How
told
big?
off. It was like a house one, but like a big house one. It
Okay.
wasn't like a,
Big house.
you know, like
the Casa Grande in the
You-
big house.
You
It's
know,
like a
like
Jermaine
you get-
Clement in front of
you
your
know, like
face.
you get money spiders and
I
daddy
do.
long legs. It was like a fat one, like
Okay.
just
Well,
like,
money spiders and daddy long legs are not the same.
no, I know.
They're actually quite good. They're like money spiders are like.
Yeah, but like they're normal ones you see in a house, and they're
Okay.
like, okay, there's a spider
But it
there.
was just like a
It was
big,
like-
big one.
Yeah, you know, you can occasionally get those like massive ones that just appear on
Yeah,
the
I do.
carpet. It was just there, and I was like, no, I'm gonna die today.
But you didn't.
No, and then my parents were like, oh, you're only scared of spiders because you're from Weasley's scared of spiders. Like, no, Mum, I woke up with a spider trying to eat my face.
Follow the spiders. Why can't we follow the butterflies?
They were like, oh, you just want to be like Ron Weasley. No, it was trying to kill
Are you
me.
sure? You sure?
Do you want to be punched?
Ideally, actually, yeah. I don't think you go for it. Oh.
I genuinely think this has been the worst part.
It's been a bit chaotic.
I'm never allowed back. Nice meeting you all.
No, I don't. I think it's just. I don't know what's happened.
Because we've never done this before in terms of a guest, it's a bit weird.
It's chaotic.
I used to be scared of the cinema.
Next time we'll probably interview you.
Sorry.
I used to be scared of the cinema.
What?
Like,
I know some. No, I.
As,
That's quite
it was,
normal.
as a kid, like my parents had to be like, look, we're gonna watch a Disney film. It's gonna be nice. Can you just go into the room? And I was like, no. So they were like, I think I ended up with more toys from
You are
cinema
a boy.
trips than I did my birthday because they were like,
They'd always buy you a treat.
yeah,
for the-
like
the
please
cinema.
just go to the cinema and we'll get you something from the Disney store. And I was like, okay.
Sorry, to watch a movie.
Oh fuck! I've got to watch a film. Fuck.
So now I have this like like this is other people's irrational fears, not mine. But like I have this Prince Naveen cuddly toy that everyone's fucking terrified of because I wouldn't know.
Everyone's fucking.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
I
was
would.
like, what
I
Prince
wouldn't.
Naveen toy
I
is that?
wouldn't watch Princess and the Frog. And my parents were like, "We'll buy you something
I
from
love
Disney
Princess
Store
and the Frog.
if you go and watch Princess and the Frog." And I was like, "Okay, Mum."
Le frog.
And then there was this Prince Naveen where you squeeze its hand and it'll be like,
I thought you were gonna say something else then.
kissing would be nice, yes. And then just starts making kissy noises and everyone's scared of it.
I'm not surprised.
Sorry, you got a sexual predator for a telly.
Yeah, you've got Nonce Naveen.
Nonce Naveen, that's good. Not in frame anymore, James.
Oh my god.
Come this way a little bit, darling.
You're chaos.
Come this way a little bit.
Are we done?
There you go.
James, what is going on? Are we done?
This is awful.
It's not awful.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
Don't apologise. It's funny, but what the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
The baby cats.
Are we done?
Well, I think I'm out of topics, son. You said you had 12 topics. I don't think that was 12.
It was an exaggeration, cunt.
Right for me, James?
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. acting! Way!
You keep going. Do the
I
whole.
don't
Hey, go on, do
know.
that.
I don't know!
No, just make it up. It's like you're an actor.
But you've got like promo all my
Yeah,
stuff,
and all mine.
none of his.
Yeah,
All my stuff and none of his.
I'm being held captive against my will.
my kazoo isn't broken.
So,
Have to work a
subscribe.
kazoo.
Subscribe to him, subscribe to him. I'm on TikTok.
I'm on TikTok.
I didn't say you could self-promo. How do you use a kazoo? How do you spell kazoo? Why did kazoo?
Are we still recording this?
Toodles.